Welcome back, ARK players, to a brand new video. Now today I'm going to be giving you a heads up on a major ARK update which is coming next week, Monday the 27th of April. Now we have a bit of information what is coming with this update, but I want to prepare you guys because, as always, you know when there's a major ARK update, it can sometimes cause issues, but I'm hoping that this is going to be filled with so many game-breaking fixes that we've been waiting for a long time. There is also big changes happening to Lost Colony, which is obviously if you are built in certain areas, you need to be careful, because if you have cave building enabled on the server that you play on and you're built in these spots, then you could potentially have your entire base wiped. So you need to watch out. We're going to go through this very slowly, very in depth, and hopefully as well we may get some news on Unreal Engine 5.7. Now, if you do enjoy today's video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. I hope you guys have had a fantastic weekend, whatever you've got up to, and let's get in with it. We're also going to be talking about transfers. You know, the whole issue that's been going on. We got some news on that, so let's get in with it. So for people wondering what in the world is going on with transfers, well, pretty much from what we've seen from Dolly over on Discord, is that pretty much transfers are back to normal right now. I think people have just been transferring, but we did do some testing. We opened up transfers again on our cluster, and we did some testing. Thank you very much to Broken Piggy for helping out with those tests. But we did actually put something together for anyone that is actually going to be transferring again, just to be careful. So we have transfers back online, but we're still saying to players, by the way, this is whether you're in my cluster or whether you play anywhere else, do not bring your best gear and dinos initially. The reason why we're saying this at the moment is we did, in our findings and our testings, we did still see bits of instability with transfers, and it's definitely not completely back to the way it was before. I know there's always been kind of issues with transfers, but it's not fully as stable as it once was. Now, you can do it. It's not like you're gonna 100% lose your character, and I know loads of you guys have been transferring again, and we do feel like after our tests we feel fairly safe, but we're saying allow time for your character to fully save on a map before transferring again. Avoid rapid map switching. This increases the risk of data issues. Now, I think this is kind of normal for ARK anyway. Like, I always say, don't try your best not to do rapid map switching anyway, and obviously if you get any issues you can report it to us in the admin team, or report it to whatever other admin team that wherever you're playing. So yeah, get back to transferring now if you've been desperately waiting for it. Again, I just kind of wish there was a little bit more kind of concrete sort of information to say that we're fully okay, but from what Wildcard have said, they pretty much said it. You know, they deployed it back on April 16th on my birthday. It was a lot of issues happened on that day for some reason, but then so yeah, they've kind of just got back to normal. But if you do have any issues, bring it up, make a ticket in the ARK Discord for character restoration or anything like that. But from what we've seen, things seem to be stable again. Okay, let's talk about the major version update going live on April 27th. Now, we've been talking about this, some rumors on the street that Unreal Engine 5.7 will be coming with this major update. As we were told, it's coming in April. Now, as we got the new community crunch on Friday, a lot of people were pretty upset because we got the burrow bug dossier, but we're now, we've got one more crunch until the end of the month, and yeah, I mean, and it's pretty much one day. Wait, so no, the next crunch is on the 24th of April, and the major version update is on the 27th of April. So the only way, so that gives 3 days. So if they do, the only way that Unreal Engine 5.7 is coming in this major update is if they put the news in the crunch next week. If not, I'm going to have to say I don't think in this April 27th update that it's coming, and I reckon it's been delayed. I know a lot of people right now are sort of sitting thinking it's been delayed to May or onwards, but as soon as I find out that information, I will let you guys know. but it's a big reminder now for the Lost Colony cave entrance changes, as they've been taking a targeted pass on cave entrances across Lost Colony and focused on improving their viability for PvP. A common piece of player feedback has been that many of these locations didn't feel worth investing in. With this update, we're reducing the size of several choke points to create more reliable, defensible positions and open up better base building opportunities for PvP. As part of these changes, several cave entrances will be adjusted, and we'll list out the affected locations and coordinates below so you can check your spots ahead of time. Please note any structures built directly within these choke points on PvP servers will be destroyed once the update goes live, as these changes will impact official PvP on or on any unofficial server with cave building enabled. Players on official PvE servers will see the updated entrances, but existing builds will not be impacted. These changes are currently planned to go live with the major version update on April 27th. Now, here we have it. We're going to go through each one. So we have Ruins of the Ascendant Cavern, 82.5 to 68.2. We have another one, which is 82.7 and 74.4. This is all Lost Colony, by the way, and only Lost Colony. We have another one, 98.2 and 76.9. We have Caverns of the Whispering Needle, 57.2 and 28.3. We have another one in the Whispering Needle, which is 39.1 and 20.6. And finally, we have one here of Cavern of the Sapphire Cascades, which is 3 and longitude is 30.3. So that is everything that is going to be changing with the major update coming next Monday, the 27th of April. Excellent Adventure 2026 will be ending on the Tuesday, the 21st of April. So you've got a couple more days if you're on official to enjoy Excellent Adventure. It's been a pretty interesting one. It's been 3 weeks long of this event, and then there is a major break between the events. So we will have the next event will be the Summer Bash, which happens, of course, in summer, and then we hit that period of the year again where we have Summer Bash, and then there's not an event. Summer Bash normally lasts 2 weeks, and then there's not another event all the way up till Fear Ascended. It's always such a quiet part for events. Some people might not mind that. It's like, events are such a hit and miss. It's like some of them are really good, some of them cause performance issues, so you're kind of really enjoying the content but having to deal with some extra lag on top of it, and that is one of the sad points about the events. The event is really good when it first launches, and then once it's been on a server for a long time, it actually really starts to affect ARK server performance. I still kind of miss the old days of when they used to put them live themselves across servers, but you know, it's obviously done in a different way now through the mod. But yeah, it's super cool, and you know, it's always good to have a long ARK event. I think after 3 weeks, a lot of you survivors are probably happy to go back to the standard and move on to the next event, which obviously, again, as I said, is the Summer Bash. But anyway, guys, on top of everything, I hope there is going to be some really, really nice fixes on April 27th. I really want this to bring some major changes, because there's just been something in the air in ARK at the moment. Like, there's been just things that keep breaking. I know that's always been the case, but definitely within the space of these last couple of weeks, it's not been very nice. And I've talked about how 2026 as a whole hasn't been great for ARK in the sense of performance, server issues, and I just think it would be a really nice surprise for ARK players if next Friday we do get the news that Unreal Engine 5.7 is within this update. And that's what I'm really hoping. I'm hoping the reason they haven't said anything yet is they're leaving it to the very last moment to be sure that they're ready to announce everything with this changes, and I've got my fingers crossed. I know it feels like it's not going to happen, but Studio Wildcard literally leave their update to the final, like, few hours and triple checking everything. I know I say that and then issues still happen, but that's what they do as a team. They've talked about it when they do their updates. Like, it comes down to like the final few hours before they truly know that it's okay to launch. They kind of give us a time frame, and I do think they've told us about this April 27th, but I think they've kept their mouths shut on the actual 5.7 stuff until they know it's 100% ready, and then they know they don't have to delay it or launch it, which I think is the best thing to do. But I do think when the communication is, there's no communication on it, again, you're gonna upset players. So it's a lose-lose situation really, because if Wildcard give us a date and give us an update on 5.7 and they can't hit the date, they'll get people complaining to them that they can't hit the dates. And then if they don't have any communication on it, which is where they are now, then obviously a lot of people are frustrated because they're like, what's going on with it? Where's the communication? But I do think communication is the most important thing, because just a lot of players are sitting here waiting, fingers crossed. I've been talking to a lot of players over in the LoadedCrysis cluster, and so many players, especially console players, are saying, Dom, please, do you have any news on 5.7? Is there anything out there right now? And I said, all I've said to them every week is just keep your eyes on the crunch every single week, and obviously keep your eyes on April 27th, just in case this major version update could be a surprise drop of it. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Go and enjoy your weekend, whatever you're up to, or the rest at the end of the weekend. And whether you're playing ARK or just chilling out, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one.